Hey everybody, it is Monday night and we're back to a full team. It's Jesse and Brent here for CPS News, the news that speaks your language. So nice to have you back on set and have me too.
Yes, we are both here. Thank you for being here with us. And you know, we have a lot of important information that you need to hear. So stay with us. We'll be here for a whole hour.
It's true. Like she said, we got a packed show tonight. Lots of news. So let's just get going with the headlines. Let's go.
Tonight on CPS News, Capital Bank to acquire key Intercam units, safeguarding 180,000 clients amid regulatory shakeup. Canacope urges mobility plan before parking meter rollout, calls for inclusive community dialogue. Puerto Vallarta plans expanded bike lane network and dock system to boost sustainable mobility. Barbara LaPointe explains how Flex MLS gives Puerto Vallarta buyers and sellers an edge in her Luxury Property Spotlight segment. Puerto Vallarta to host Maria Vallarta Challenge, welcoming 800-plus CrossFit athletes from around the Americas. Gen Expats Happy Hour returns at Whiskey Kitchen September 5th with drinks, barbecue, and a free summer margarita. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
Okay, here we go. In our top story tonight, we bring you a pivotal development transforming Mexico's financial landscape. Capital with a K Bank has reached a major strategic agreement to acquire significant portions of Grupo Intercam, including Intercam Banco, Intercam Casa de Bolsa, and Intercam Fondos. This deal aims to preserve operations and service for over 180,000 Intercam clients and ensure seamless continuity. Capital Bank won regulatory approval from Mexico's CNBV and engaged K2 Integrity, a respected forensic and risk advisory firm, to guarantee only full-vetted, non-toxic assets are acquired. In tandem, Capital Bank will inject US $100 million into the newly acquired operations, boosting compliance infrastructure, automation processes, and driving technological enhancements with AI-enabled AML-CFT protocols. Importantly, clients of Intercam can continue using all the familiar products, branches, and online mobile channels without interruption while transitioning to Capital Bank's more efficient tech-driven system. This move, of course, follows U.S. sanctions from FinCEN under anti-fentanyl legislation, which flagged Intercam, Cybanco, and Vector Casa de Bolsa because of primary laundering concerns, which jeopardize access to U.S. financial markets. In response, Mexico's Finance Ministry and CNBV intervened to temporarily transfer trust and operations to development banks and stepping in to stabilize the institutions. As of now, there's no mention or confirmation if funds from the USA will be allowed going forward, but if we do find out, you know you're going to hear it first, so be sure to stay tuned every Monday. We'll keep you updated on that.
Thank you, Brent. Now, I'm telling you, Puerto Vallarta is buzzing with news that affects us all. Now, Joey joins us now with the latest on the proposed parking meters and what local businesses are saying.
Carlo Ivan Gomez Perez, director of the Chamber of Commerce in Small Business and Tourism, known as Canacope, clarified this week that while the organization did sign a joint statement urging authorities to pause the project, they're not completely against the idea. He stressed that parking meters are not inherently bad, but must be part of a broader, well-planned mobility strategy. The statement, addressed to Mayor Luis Munguia and Governor Pablo Lemus, called for the creation of a formal mobility plan before any installation moves forward. Business groups, hotel associations, and neighborhood organizations argue that decisions cannot come before a diagnosis and are demanding a participatory process involving government, academia, and civil society. Meanwhile, it has emerged that beyond downtown, Emiliano Zapata, Versailles, and Marina Vallarta, the project also includes the Portales neighborhood near the Municipal Administrative Unit, where parking is already scarce. Officials say the goal is to promote rotation, recover spaces for residents and visitors, and improve mobility while ensuring some streets remain free of meters. Authorities maintain the program is still in the exploration phase, with the promise of modern technology, environmental benefits, and gradual implementation, possibly starting with a pilot zone. For now, local businesses emphasize they're open to dialogue, not outright rejection, trusting that a comprehensive mobility plan will guide the city's next steps. With information from MGG, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Okay, for now, as city officials have stated, the project is still in the planning phase and local businesses remain open to dialogue. We'll keep following this story and let you know when any decisions are made. Now here's Maria with our next story tonight.
Puerto Vallarta could launch a free public bicycle system with fixed docking stations known as bicipuertos. Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia Gonzalez told CPS News that the first stage would be financed with lodging tax resources managed by the Tourism Trust. Step 1. Rehab and expand the bike lane network to pinpoint safe, strategic sites for the first docks. Locations already under review include Plaza Caracol, the Malecón, the Unidad Municipal Administrativa, or UMA, and Plaza Lázaro Cárdenas. An early hub could rise at Avenida Los Tules, Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio, and Calle Viena, linking the hotel zone with Versailles. Munguia frames the plan as sustainable mobility and urban connectivity, with public health and environmental gains from lower emissions. The idea is a connected circuit so riders can move between key points. Caracol to Lázaro Cárdenas, to UMA, and down to the south end of the Malecón. City Hall notes the project is still in a preliminary phase. Details like the total number of bicycles and final dock count aren't set. After lane rehabilitation, Phase 2 would install the docks and acquire the bikes. If approved and delivered as outlined, Puerto Vallarta would join destinations investing in greener, more accessible transportation, adding a practical option for residents, commuters, and visitors, while easing pressure on congested corridors near government offices and the tourist zone. With information from Miguel González Guerra, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
That is an exciting step for Puerto Vallarta. Rehabbing bike lanes and adding new docks could make getting around the city easier, greener, and more connected than ever. We will really keep you posted and updated on this project. And now, here's Eric with our next story tonight.
In Punta de Mita, Bahía de Banderas, residents are sounding the alarm over what they call an environmental disaster. They claim a new tourist development is destroying precious mangroves and restricting public access to Playa La Cocina, a family-friendly beach beloved for its natural beauty. Aerial images reveal construction advancing dangerously close to the shoreline, with heavy machinery leveling mangroves and dumping stone into the fragile coastal zone. Locals say the damage threatens migratory birds, sea turtles, and coral reefs that could take decades to recover. The community is urging federal agencies, Profipa and Semarnat, to step in immediately, and they've also called on Bahía de Banderas Urban Development Office to review the project's environmental impact. Residents warn that without urgent action, Playa La Cocina may lose its biodiversity and its future as a treasured public spaces. With information from Israel Torres, Eric Stevenson, CPS News.
Thanks, Eric. Now, a word from our sponsor, Cerámicas Exclusivas. Looking to give your home a fresh new vibe? Well, take advantage of the summer to renovate your home with Cerámicas Exclusivas. Discover everything you need to transform your spaces with style and elegance at prices you will love. From stunning flooring and modern bathrooms to those unique details that truly make a difference. Visit their showroom at Calle Federación 390 in Ixtapa, Puerto Vallarta, and explore a wide variety to fit every taste and budget. This summer, refresh your home with Cerámicas Exclusivas, where quality meets design. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook to see their latest collections and get inspired. Cerámicas Exclusivas, because your home deserves the best. But right now we have to go on a quick break, so if you're at home, you can go ahead and grab a beer and then we will be back.
But don't drive with it.
right, welcome back. Now get ready to learn a bit more about real estate today because my friend and real estate expert, Barbara Lapointe, is here. She has an interesting topic and, well, let's all hear about her. Welcome, Barbara Lapointe.
Hi, Jesse. Nice to see you, Brent.
Good to see you as well. Welcome back.
Well, thanks, Jesse and Brent. And for those of you who don't know me, like Jesse said, I'm Barbara Lapointe, luxury property specialist with Puerto Vallarta, Sotheby's International Realty. And today I want to share an advantage that makes Banderas Bay stand out in Mexico's real estate market. It's the Flex MLS. Why does it matter, and what is the Flex MLS? In the USA and Canada, the MLS is the backbone of professional real estate. But in Mexico, most regions don't have a unified system. And that's why in Puerto Vallarta and Banderas Bay, we are unique. We have the Flex MLS. It brings transparency, accuracy, and the same level of professionalism found in top-tier markets like San Francisco, Vancouver, or Toronto. For sellers, the Flex MLS means maximum exposure. Your property is instantly syndicated to agent and broker websites, so it reaches more buyers. Updates can happen in an instant, like a price change that happens in real time. And you'll receive reports showing exactly how much attention your listing is getting. It's smart, strategic, and powerful. But for buyers, it's just as important. Instead of chasing outdated listings on portals, the Flex MLS only shows live and verified inventory. And that means if you see it on the Flex MLS, it's really available. And you can even set alerts so when your dream condo or that villa hits the market, you'll know right away. And in a competitive market like Puerto Vallarta, that speed is everything. But beyond the data, real estate here is about lifestyle. It's about those ocean views, golf, marina access, vibrant culture, and the dream of living in paradise. So the Flex MLS gives us the accurate information, but as professionals, it's our job to connect that information to your dream. And speaking of dreams, I would love to share a very special property with you today. So let's take a look at this exclusive video presentation with Naya. So thank you for joining me. I'm Barbara Lapointe with Puerto Vallarta Sotheby's International Realty, and we will see you next time.
Great info, Barbara.
Much, Barb.
Yeah,
I love that video. That was really good.
And I mean, my wife lives on MLS. We're not even looking for a property right now. But, you know, having lived other places in Mexico, it's not a given. Like, we lived in Merida, there is no MLS. It's kind of like the Wild West. So I think a lot of people take it for granted, but it's amazing that we have that here. And it's really helpful when, you know, you're in a competitive real estate market and trying to find a property.
Brent, I'm so glad you said that because it's a powerful filter. And we have it here in Banderas Bay, and we there's one in Cabos, but really, I mean, it really sets us apart.
Yeah, it definitely does. And thank you for telling us all about it again, and that's great. But now we got to move on. Thank you for coming out. It's time for Jessie to tell you a little bit about a little run that's coming up.
Oh, yes. Before we continue, we have a very special announcement. Well, Dave talked about it before, but the third edition of the CPS Media Vallarta Medical Center Charity Run is almost here. That's right. Walk or run with us 3K or 5K this Sunday, October 26th at 7 a.m. in Marina Vallarta. This is more than just a sporting event. It's about health, community, and compassion. With your donation, you will be supporting Canica AC, an organization that helps children with cancer, and also Horizonte de Paz, a rehabilitation clinic for addiction recovery. To participate, simply donate the equivalent of 250 pesos in either cash or essential items such as toilet paper, deodorant, floor cleaners, beans, sugar, or even body soap. You can also bring in soups, pasta, cooking oil, toothpaste, cookies, lentils, rice, or tomatoes. Donation can be brought in person to Calle Proa 111 in Marina Vallarta, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Join us, make a difference, and run for a cause with CPS Media and Vallarta Medical Center. Now, for more information, don't forget to visit Carrera CPS. It's carrera.cps.media. So there is that information. All right, next up, a formal complaint has been filed against the top Nayarit state official, raising serious questions about land transfers and possible abuse of power. Authorities are now being asked to investigate, and Joe has the details.
A formal complaint has been filed with Mexico's Federal Prosecutor's Office, FEJR, against Gabriel Camarena Morales, the legal coordinator for the Nayarit state government and head of the controversial Mega Operativo Nuevo Nayarit. The complaint alleges that Camarena used his position to illegally transfer state lands to the private developer Artha Capital, raising serious questions about coercion, abuse of power, and corruption. According to the filing submitted on August 1st, Camarena is accused of bribery, influence peddling, intimidation, abuse of functions, illicit financial operations, and collusion among public officials. Documents indicate that between September 2021 and December 2022, his firm, Camarena & Compañán, received 14 transfers totaling more than 36 million pesos, allegedly as part of efforts to secure land and oversee federal and state works for hotel and infrastructure projects. The complaint also names former FIBA director Ludmila Heredia Verdugo, as well as officials from the Nayarit Prosecutor's Office and local judiciary, who allegedly participated in unlawful expropriations to return already sold or litigated properties to state control before assigning them to Artha Capital. Former Deputy Prosecutor and Magistrate Rodrigo Benitez Perez had previously accused Camarena of acting in favor of Artha Capital, detailing how the closure of a historic road between La Cruz de Huanacaxtli and Punta de Mita was coordinated to benefit the company, despite legal challenges from the local ejido. The complaint requests a full investigation and collection of evidence to potentially bring criminal charges, marking the first formal public accusation against the state's legal coordinator. Nearly 4 years after the Mega Operativo began, the operations architect now faces intense scrutiny, raising concerns over transparency, conflicts of interest, and the intersection of government power and private profit in Nayarit. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Now, it's just a little moment. We're going to have time to pay the bills, and that means we've got a word from one of our sponsors, and you know who they are. It's La Katrina Cantina.
Fun, fun, fun. It's always a great time at La Catrina Cantina. All right, but going back to more news, and here's Eric again with a money laundering story. Let's listen up.
Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit's booming real estate market is moving quickly to tighten safeguards against money laundering, in line with reforms to Mexico's anti-money laundering law that took effect July 17th. The changes officially classify real estate as a high-risk sector, requiring annual audits, automated monitoring systems, 10-year record-keeping, and faster reporting of suspicious transactions within 24 hours, even if the deal never closes. The threshold for reporting beneficial owners has also been lowered from 50% to 25%, closing a loophole often used in property transactions. Locally, real estate professionals took part in specialized training organized by Fernando Castro, president of the Association of Entrepreneurs of Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. The program focused on spotting unusual financial behavior, verifying the true source of funds, and preparing case files that can stand up in judicial investigations. Authorities warn that even isolated cases of illicit investment could damage the area's reputation, undermine international confidence, and result in fines exceeding 1.5 million pesos. With stronger due diligence and cross-agency coordination from the Financial Intelligence Unit, prosecutors, and security forces, the industry hopes to protect the tourism-driven economy and reassure foreign investors that Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit remain safe, transparent, and competitive places to buy property. With information from Israel Torres, Eric Stevenson, CPS News.
Okay, next up, Puerto Vallarta is in the middle of peak sea turtle nesting season, which is very exciting for me. I do love the turtles. And authorities are stepping up efforts to protect these vulnerable creatures along our beaches. Here's Maria once again with the details to keep these amazing turtles safe.
Puerto Vallarta is in the midst of peak sea turtle nesting season, and authorities, along with environmentalists, are working hard to protect the vulnerable species. In just 5 days, the Green Patrol of the Public Safety Directorate recovered more than 15 nests along beaches from Boca Negra to Playa Camarones, including Playa de Oro, Playa Holy, and Flamingos. The nests were handed over to environmental sustainability staff, who now incubate the eggs safely until hatching. Human activity, however, continues to pose a major threat. Bright lights, loud music, bonfires, ATVs, and careless beachgoers can scare turtles away or destroy nests, putting an entire generation at risk. Each female lays 80 to over 100 eggs per season, making these protections critical. There is hope. Last month, a new incubation corral opened at Crown Paradise Hotel, joining 5 existing facilities in Puerto Vallarta to safeguard marine life. Experts stress that community responsibility is essential. Turning off lights, keeping distance, and avoiding interference can make the difference between survival and loss for these turtles. As residents and tourists enjoy the beaches, they are reminded that every action matters in protecting this delicate ancient ritual and the broader marine ecosystem. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thank you, Maria, and everybody else out there that's doing their part to keep those turtles safe. Okay, moving on. Hospital Hoya Riviera, caring for those around us is part of their commitment. If you live or work in Bahía de Banderas, just show a photo ID and get a general doctor consultation for only, get this, 500 pesos. You can enjoy professional medical care, a warm and personal approach, and quality health care which is within your reach. This special offer is valid from August 1st through September 30th. And so schedule your appointment or find out more right on their social media page. Just search for Hospital Hoya Riviera or give them a call old school style at 322-226-8181. Hospital Hoya Riviera, they know how to take care of you and they want to.
And with that, we're going to go on a quick break. Brent, we got to pay the bills, but then we have more important information, so stay with us. we are back and we're going to the most exciting segment of today's news is Dave, the sports guy.
Hey guys.
How are you?
Doing great. You guys?
Doing good, thank
Excellent.
you.
Looking sporty, looking sporty.
Thanks very much. Yeah, you as well, all the time there. Yeah, get you back in the gym soon. We're going to get you back in the gym. We got a CrossFit competition coming up. I'll tell you that.
I was reading ahead a little bit. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Like
Are you going to do
7,
it?
8, I would like to do it maybe next year though. Yeah, I've been on a little gym
You'll
break.
be older
Excuses
next year.
already.
I'll be older next. I'm older every year.
right.
Oh my gosh, Dave, what do you got to talk
What
about?
have I got? Well,
Other than me being old.
that's lots to talk about right there. So,
Ooh,
all
let
right.
us know what's up in
All
the
right.
sports.
Moving on. All right, good evening, sports fans. I'm David, your guy for all things local and athletic, and I'm happy to say this segment is brought to you by Inglés Bahía. Tired of not being able to communicate in Espanol? Inglés Bahía is here to help. This local language school in Mezcales offers in-person Spanish classes for beginners with passionate professional teachers ready to get your Espanol flowing, and for a reasonable price. Whether you prefer one-on-one or group classes, Inglés Bahía will boost your vocabulary and confidence in no time. Located in Mezcales at Avenue Valle de Mexico, número 2, right off Highway 200, it's a perfect place to practice with taco stands and shops all around. Call or WhatsApp 322-230-7208. Inglés Bahía. Más español, por favor. All right, now let's jump into sports. The excitement in Bahía de Banderas was huge as the Juegos Nacionales Populares CONADE took place in San Jose del Valle. More than 150 kids and teens showcased their talent and discipline across several sports. We had 13 football teams, 18 martial artists, and 6 boxers competing for spots in the state level event coming up this September in Tepic. This event is not just about winning, it's a showcase of dedication, teamwork, and the development of our next generation of athletes. The best performers from this municipal stage will represent Bahía de Banderas at the state level, keeping the region's tradition of discovering young sports talent for nationwide competition. All right, basketball fans, get ready. Iguanas Vallarta unveiled their plans for the upcoming season at a press conference on August 19th at the Unidad Deportiva Agustín Flores Contreras. Club president Pepe Romero expressed the excitement of returning to the court with a stronger, more mature team. Pepe said that this season they're making better decisions, aiming for fans to connect and feel proud of a team representing Puerto Vallarta. The season kicks off Friday, September 5th, visiting the Agaveros de Tequila. The team plans 10 games between September and November, focusing on local talent with a few national reinforcements. Camude director William Arredondo highlighted the pride of having a local team, while sports director Alejandro Jano Ramirez emphasized the Iguanas as a platform for local player development. Coach LaSalle Taylor, with 45 years of experience, stressed the unique focus on Mexican talent, giving players a professional-like platform while keeping the team rooted in the community. Plans also include a women's team, school events, public activities, and season ticket sales to strengthen the fan base. The Iguanas are ready to light up the court again. And big news for CrossFit enthusiasts. Puerto Vallarta will host over 800 athletes from Mexico, South America, Argentina, and the United States at the Marea Vallarta Challenge. This CrossFit competition will take place January 31st and February 1st at the Centro de Convenciones. The announcement was made at a local hotel with prominent figures like Luis Oscar Mora, Camude director, and athletes such as Mariana Meza and Luis Oscar Mora, national champion for over 6 years. Participants will compete in categories from beginners to advanced, including teens starting at age 13. The event offers more than just competition. Attendees will enjoy stands and services and additional activities. Organizers stress this is not just a sports event, it's an economic boost for the city, as many athletes will bring their families. They want to position Puerto Vallarta as a top-level sporting destination able to host international competitions. And finally, runners, mark your calendars. The third edition of the Carrera Recreativa con Causa, that's Rec Race for a Cause, by the way, takes place Sunday, October 26th. This event is organized by CPS Media, Hospital Vallarta Medical Center, and Banco de Sangre de VMC. And it happens right here in Marina Vallarta. Starting at 7 a.m., participants can join 3K or 5K runs or walks, promoting health and good times. Entry supports Organización Canica, helping children with cancer, and Proyecto Horizonte de Paz, a rehabilitation clinic for addictions. The registration requires a 250 peso donation, either in cash or by basic goods like sugar, beans, pasta, personal hygiene items, or cleaning products. Donations can be delivered to right here at CPS Media in Marina Vallarta, Calle Proa 111, during normal business hours. For more information and registration, check carrera.cps.media. This is a fantastic way to combine sports and community spirit, so let's get moving and make a difference. And that's a wrap for our sports segment tonight. Jesse and Brent, back to you.
Good stuff this week, Dave. So that CPS fun run, are you going to do it this year now that you're very integrated in CPS?
You better do it this year.
I kind of lumber instead of run, so yeah.
You can lumber through it.
Yeah, I can lumber through 3
Well, Jesse and I do it every year.
Every year we're there.
Every
I'm
year.
sure I
It's a
will be
tradition.
convinced. I'll be convinced to do it, I'm sure.
All right, well, that's great. So don't forget to sign up for the fun run. It's going to be fantastic. And now, how about we go and check out this quick word from our sponsor, the Marigalante.
Hey, todo el mundo, everybody. ¿Dónde estaban? Where were you? Let me tell you that summer is about to be over. So, with the Pirates, we know that. So we're making this huge offer for everybody in Puerto Vallarta. Right now, we got 50% off the pirate ship Marigalante. That's right, the best pirate ship in the whole world. And right now is the best chance for you to go 50% off. And also, if you want to go with the VIP option, it's also on sale for a limited time at 45% off, giving you access to the premium open bar stocked with top brands like, Bucanas, Grey Goose, Don Julio, Jack Daniels, and many more, just to mention a couple. And plus, enjoy a gourmet menu featuring beef medallion with lobster, filet mignon with shrimp, and tasty vegetarian and vegan options in case you don't like the steak. And for the morning adventure, it's perfect for thrill seekers with activities like banana, boat rides, kayaking, snorkeling, games, and treasure hunt for the kids, and so much more. So don't wait. Book your pirate adventure today at pirateshipvallarta.com. Don't forget, the best pirate ship is here in Puerto Vallarta with La Marigalante. Ahoy! That's right. That's it. That's all I can say about that. Don't worry to come and, I have to shoot? Okay, that's what it says. Oh, it's stuck. Hey guys, don't forget to visit us. And what the hell with this thing is not working? Amigos, Pirate Ship Vallarta, welcome. Don't forget to visit about us. We have all the promotion you need. We have the best place you can go in Puerto Vallarta. And if you're looking for adventure, something new, don't forget to join us. Ahoy!
Welcome back, everybody. It is time for my favorite segment. Don't tell anybody else like David the Sports Guy, but my favorite segment is Voices of Vallarta, and it's our weekly interview, as you know. And today, I'm so happy to be joined by Lorraine House, who is not only a personal friend, but our guest today, and she is a travel consultant for GW Travel and Cruise. It's so nice to have you with us today.
Thank you, Brent.
Great.
And I wanted to thank you and Jesse for allowing me on the show so that I can brag and share my passion about the new job I have with this company, GW Travel and Cruise, today.
I love it. So you teed it up. So my question is, who is GW Travel and Cruise, and why was this company created?
GW Travel and Cruise is a full-service travel agency. We work in conjunction with our travel foundation, GW Travel Club, to provide travel to our clients and at the same time donate a portion of our commissions to local charities. We were founded by Sean Cairns. He was the brainchild behind GW Travel and Cruise. And Sean had attended many years, he attended several fundraisers, big ticket fundraisers, and he noticed that a lot of the people there were also passionate about travel. And if he created this company, they would be willing to book their travel and at the same time support nonprofit charities.
Okay.
So he created this company because he was passionate about supporting the communities, both with the nonprofit charities and to allow people to get back to work, full-time or part-time, and earn great travel benefits at the same time.
Okay, so good thing. So you've mentioned nonprofit charities a couple times already, so I have to ask, how does GW Travel and Cruise help these nonprofit charities? What are you guys doing?
We work in 3 different ways. 2 of them are commission-based, and 1 of them is through the charity fundraisers. So the first way is if a client books their travel through our agency, through me, we will donate a portion of our commission to a nonprofit charity of their choice. It does not have to be a partner. They can choose. If they have a favorite charity, and because I'm promoting Puerto Vallarta specific, I'm hoping it will be a Puerto Vallarta specific nonprofit charity, as long as they're 501c3 registered. And we would commit a portion of our commissions to that charity in their name. It doesn't cost them anything. We can actually save money a lot of times on their travel, but we use our money to donate to the charity.
It sounds like a win-win to me. I mean, why wouldn't you want to do that? I mean, how amazing it is that you can travel to a beautiful place like Puerto Vallarta or anywhere that you guys work and land and know that some of that money that you put towards this trip went towards an amazing cause.
Yes, exactly. I want to tie into the second way, which is also commission-based. And this is where we want to promote travel nonprofits to join us as partners, because we can create trips with the charity for their donor base and their volunteers, and they can be group travel. It can be cruises, it can be land-based tours. We can go to Copper Canyon and do a tour there, Guadalajara. So all of those can get us more commissions, and that will again go back to the charity. The third way I do want to mention before we move on is the fundraisers.
Okay.
So for our nonprofit charity partners, we have vacation packages that we can donate at cost to fundraising events. This can be trips to Vidanta, it can be trips to Los Cabos. I'm excited to share a really good one that I was able to work out with Copper Canyon Tours.
Okay.
And we're forming a travel partnership with them to offer their vacation packages to people. And they were generous enough to offer a vacation package through their company to use at our next fundraising event with one of our charities.
That's amazing, and kind of breaking news too. I mean, we just talked about this, so that's amazing. So right now, what charities are? I know you said they don't have to be in your network per se right now, but what charities are you currently working with in Puerto Vallarta? And then, like, maybe speaking to the other ones out there, how can they get involved with you?
I've approached several of the nonprofit charities, and we are working. Some feel it's not part of their mission, which I completely understand. It doesn't mean we can't still donate to them if a client requests it. Others, hopefully they'll come around. Maybe this interview will help, and they'll join us. I am excited with my first charity partner, Vallarta Cares. And Vallarta Cares is near and dear to my heart because they formed that company back just around COVID in the spring of 2020. And I found them from Switzerland. And we started donating right away. So when we moved to Vallarta, I wanted to help them in different ways. And this is a really good way that I can help them.
I love
so
that.
Frankie, Victoria, and I are working together. She put her trust in me and what we can do. And I want to prove that trust by helping to make them additional money towards their charity through travel.
And I love that you highlight VitalCare. Frankie's been here. She sat right where you sat and talked all about it. One of my favorite charities. Now, we're almost out of time, so I do want to make sure that our viewers fully understand how they can get involved. So is there anything else related to GW Travel & Cruise that you'd like to share today? And then how can our viewers best get in contact with you and get involved, book some travel?
Okay, so I will post on a comment for the video from today's broadcast our website. So we do have a website, gwtravelandcruise.com. We have a Facebook group, and I would love it if people from the audience would visit that Facebook group, GW Travel and Cruise, Travel for Charity, Cruise for a Cause, which is our tagline. Like it, follow it. I'm trying to build the base. And I also want to add one more thing. I am passionate about working here. I'm passionate for GW Travel and Cruise, what we stand for and what we do. In addition to our travel agency donating a portion of their commissions, I am committed to donating at least 50% of my own commission to our PV-specific nonprofit charities.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm not in this to make money.
Yes.
I am in this to help our nonprofit charities. And I will do whatever I can. So if they want to get in touch with me, our website, our Facebook page, my email, Lorraine@gwcruise.com. gwtravelandcruise.com, sorry. I'll post everything in the comments. And let's book some travel. Let's travel for charity and cruise for a cause and help our local Puerto Vallarta nonprofit charities.
I love it. I can definitely feel your passion. And if you're passionate, like she is, about travel, please reach out, get in touch. You know how to. The comment will be out there. We'll also put it up on our site. But unfortunately, we're out of time. But I love that you came on. Thank you so much. And now we're moving on. And Eric has our next story tonight.
Jalisco continues to shine as a national benchmark in the meetings and events industry, earning 2 prestigious recognitions from MDC, the Event Planners magazine, a leading Latin American publication with 28 years of experience. The Puerto Vallarta International Convention Center celebrated its 3rd inclusion in the magazine's Top 10 Convention and Exhibition Centers Mexico 2025, highlighting its excellence in hosting conferences, fairs, and exhibitions. Meanwhile, Expo Guadalajara has been recognized for the 15th consecutive year, officially entering the exclusive Hall of Fame of MDC's Reader's Choice Awards, a distinction reserved for venues that maintain uninterrupted standards of quality, service, and leadership over 15 years. Evaluations considered factors such as facility quality, technology, accessibility, number of events, catering, customer service, and responsiveness, assessed by CEOs, marketing directors, travel managers, and professional event planners. Jalisco ranks 3rd in Mexico for revenue generated from this sector, hosting over 60,000 events annually, with 53,000 in Guadalajara alone. This represents 18.4% of all meetings nationwide and contributes 20.4% of the state's tourism activity, cementing Jalisco as a strategic hub for the MICE industry. Notably, the Puerto Vallarta International Convention Center will also host the 2025 Aerial Awards ceremony on September 20th, further showcasing the state's capabilities in high-profile events. With these achievements, both the Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara venues celebrate operational excellence, reinforcing Jalisco's prestige as a top destination for national and international events. With information from Tribuna de la Bahía, Eric Stevenson, CPS News.
Now it is time, I teased it. It is time for the events calendar. This week presented by us. I think y'all liked it last time we did it. So Jesse, why don't you start us off?
All right, so let me tell you that there's a bike ride every Wednesday here in Puerto Vallarta. It's a peaceful protest for safer mobility and a super fun way to explore the city after dark. So you can meet at Las Ballenas in the Marina at 8:45 p.m. and ride to Los Arcos all the way to the Malecón and back. Don't forget your helmet, light, gloves, and a bike in good condition. And if the weather allows, there is even a final sprint for those up for the challenge. Visibility matters. Let's ride and be seen. What you got, Brent?
What do I got? Well, first of all, I love that one because I get to see them start right off our balcony in the marina, which is really cool. But the next one is La Katrina Cantina is bringing you a night of soul-stirring music with the incredible Miss Shannon Singh, who is singing the blues. Experience the magic of her voice as she takes you on a journey through the heart of the blues, from a deep, smoky ballad to foot-tapping rhythms. Don't miss this incredible evening of live music, great vibes, and signature atmosphere. Of course, it's only at La Katrina Cantina, and it's for you on Thursday, August 28th at 7 p.m. See you there.
Cool. Now let me tell you that registrations are now open for the 3rd International Swim for the Wells 2025 Team Edition. You can join by September 30th for the incredible experience with distances ranging from 22 to 444 kilometers. Be part of the unique adventure that combines sport and nature, all while supporting well conservation. Sign up now at nadoporlasballenas.org and let's make a difference. And just so you know, CPS is a sponsor. Yes, we are.
Fun stuff. Good job, CPS. All right, now feel the rhythm of Argentina on the Malecon every Friday at Hotel Rosita. Start with a free beginner tango class from 6 to 7 p.m. and then stay for the Milonga practice from 7 to 10 p.m. Make new friends, sip something tasty, maybe red wine, dig into a delicious bite, and dance like nobody's watching. Check out Tango Fridays at Hotel Rosita, where Vallarta meets Buenos Aires.
And if you're not into tango, La Katrina Cantina is offering free bachata and salsa lessons. Yes, in their traditional and modern bachata classes, participants learn the basic steps, turns, movements, and adornments to shine on the dance floor, both individually and with a partner. Salsa lessons are also available. Guests can enjoy delicious food, of course, refreshing drinks, and air conditioning. So come and dance at La Katrina Cantina. Best of all, there's no cover charge. Yes, it's free.
Next up, on September 7th at 7:30 a.m., the Andrea 321 Inclusion Run for 2025 arrives at Estadio Agustín Flores Cantores in Puerto Vallarta. Choose to run 3, 5, or 10 kilometers and support individuals with Down syndrome, intellectual disabilities, and neuromotor challenges. Registration is 450 pesos for adults, only 300 for children, and your furry friends can join too for 120 pesos. They got to donate. Don't forget to wear mismatched socks to show your support for the cause. Join them, run for inclusion, and make a difference. For more information and registration, just give them a call at 322-318-1061.
And don't forget that this and every Saturday you can cruise into the weekend with Vallarta's all-English radio show. Yes, it's your dose of classic rock, local vibes, and real stories from real people just like you. Join Jesse Ruiz, yes, me, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Radiante 98.3 FM. You can also listen online, podcast style, at radiante.fm. Or on Facebook, just search for Vallarta's Asphalt page. Buckle up and enjoy the ride.
And finally, the Gen Expats PV, which is close and near and dear to my heart because it's my group, are back in action. On Friday, September 5th, join the most kick-ass group in Puerto Vallarta at Whiskey Kitchen for a happy hour that you won't want to miss. Whiskey Kitchen is serving up their famous 595 peso barbecue special that feeds 2 to 3 people, plus their usual happy hour specials, and each Gen Expat guest gets a free summer margarita or a glass of wine with any food purchase. For anyone who loves air conditioning, Whiskey Kitchen now has a cool AC area that seats about 22 people, so arrive early if you want to claim your spot. It's all about good drinks, great food, and unbeatable energy of the Gen Expats PV. For more information, just search for Gen Expats PV on Facebook and click on their event section. Hope to see you all there, and this is open to all ages, not just Gen X.
Great events, a little bit of everything this summer. Now, here's Joe with a very interesting story, and it's all about Airbnb and all of the rentals, so let's check it out.
Puerto Vallarta is taking steps to ensure travelers using platforms like Airbnb, Booking, TripAdvisor, and Trivago contribute to the city's environmental and sanitation efforts. Mayor Luis Munguia Gonzalez will present an initiative during the next City Council session, expected on August 27th, to introduce a new levy on short-term rental stays. The funds collected would be earmarked for maintaining green spaces, protecting natural areas, and improving water sanitation. Municipal Treasurer Raul Rodrigo Perez Hernandez explained that the initiative aims for collaboration, not punishment, with property owners and rental platforms. Quote, "We want citizens, entrepreneurs, and the government to work together for a better city," end quote, he said. Officials plan to create a registry of hosts offering short-term accommodations through established platforms and any new services that may emerge. While the exact tax rate is still under discussion, estimates range from 1 to 3% of rental revenue, starting in 2026. Perez Hernandez emphasized that the city seeks efficient and fair collection, ensuring that the services provided to visitors, such as environmental maintenance and sanitation, are supported through this contribution. The reform will be included in the 2026 Municipal Revenue Law, with no changes applicable for 2025. This move reflects Puerto Vallarta's efforts to balance tourism growth with sustainability, asking travelers to play a role in preserving the city's natural beauty. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
It's good to see Puerto Vallarta is moving to make sure visitors and short-term rentals help support the city's green spaces and sanitation efforts. We will keep you updated as this initiative develops, and I'm sure many of our viewers want to know how it progresses. Next up, well, we have our final story tonight, and here it is.
With sunshine, music, and busloads of attendees, Puerto Vallarta Mayor Luis Munguia officially inaugurated the city's first Tuki Playa at Playa Palmares this weekend. By mid-morning, under a blazing sun, and with the ocean shimmering in bright blue, the stage was set for what the mayor described as an inclusive beach project. Backed by city council members and local DJs, Munguia cut the ribbon shortly after 11 a.m., marking the launch of a municipal plan to renovate 5 public beaches: Palmares, Conchas Chinas, Holly, Camarones, and Playa de Oro. The atmosphere was festive, with loudspeakers blasting, DJs on deck, and a beachside stage that echoed the vibe of a summer festival. Smiles, selfies, and non-stop music filled the scene. But the celebration was also marked by organization on a political scale. At least 8 buses of residents were brought in to fill the crowd. On the roadside, attendees were offered pastries and drinks as they waited to descend onto the sand. In his speech, Munguia emphasized the importance of restoring Vallarta's beaches as spaces of pride and accessibility. Ramps, bathrooms, signage, and parking are all part of the upgrades. Our beaches will once again be visited and become a source of pride in Puerto Vallarta, he said. The launch party at Palmares featured performances by Batoco, Malin Garcia, Alsos, and others, turning the sand into an impromptu dance floor. The festivities continued until after 11 p.m., blending electronic beats with political messaging. For supporters and critics alike, the event made one thing clear. In Puerto Vallarta, beaches are not just about sun and sea, they're also a stage for politics. With information from Fernanda Bojorquez, Eric Stevenson, CPS News.
Fun stuff at the beach. That's amazing. But we're out of time. We had a ton of news today, so we're going to keep it short and tight. So from me, I'm just going to say good night.
Well, you have been informed. See you next week.
See you soon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to CPS News.